Hello again, and welcome to another Sweet Tip. In this tip, we're going to answer the question, should I use an SSD, also known as a solid-state drive, or an HDD, aka hard drive, or maybe a hybrid of the two? Which storage is right for you? Let's break it down. Now, if you have a huge music collection, or you've ripped your movies to stream to your Apple TV or Roku, or have a lot of photos that you've stored, then you need a lot of storage. Then a regular hard drive would be the way to go because of the cost. Now, here's a regular hard drive. You can get up to a 4 terabyte rather inexpensively. If you're shopping for a PC on a budget, then an SSD would be too expensive. Most PCs have at least a 500 gig hard drive as the standard size. If you do a lot of photo and movie editing, you'll tend to wear out any type of hard drive faster than the average user, so it's cheaper to replace a 1 terabyte hard drive than a 500 gig SSD drive. Now, if you travel a lot, you tend to just throw your laptop into its carrying bag so you're not late catching your flight, then a solid-state drive might be the best thing because it might not fully shut down. And a solid-state drive will take this kind of abuse. If you're always on a tight time schedule and need to get things done fast, then you definitely would want a solid-state drive because of the much faster boot up time and app launch. If you're into recording and editing music, you don't want the scratchy sound from a hard drive intruding, then definitely go for the quieter solid-state drive as your choice. As for graphic artists, they need the standard hard drive for the storage, but the solid-state drive will give them more speed. It might be the difference between completing 2 jobs or 5 jobs for a client in the same amount of time. If that's the case, you might consider a dual drive system, which is a solid-state drive and a hard drive together. Now, in a dual drive system, the system manufacturer will install a small solid-state drive, primary drive C, for the operating system and apps, while adding a large storage drive, D or E, for your files. While in theory this works well, in practice manufacturers can go too small on the solid-state drive. In our opinion, the minimum size you should go is 120 gigs. You can get away with an 80 or 90 gig, but Windows takes up so much space, the 120 gig hard drive works out best, especially if you're going to install a lot of apps. When it comes to speed, the solid-state drive wins hands down. You can boot Windows 7 on your PC or laptop in 30 seconds or less in some instances, whereas the hard drive takes quite a bit longer, as most of you know from experience. As for price or dollars per gig, a solid-state drive is way more expensive than a standard hard drive, for now anyways. Example, a 1 terabyte hard drive would run you about $100 or under in some cases, as shown here. Whereas a 1 terabyte solid-state drive can cost you from $600 up to $2,500. Here's an ad from Amazon that shows a 1 terabyte solid-state drive for over $2,500. When it comes to capacity, solid-state drives top out at about 1 terabyte, and hard drives can get up to 4 terabyte for high-end systems or multimedia storage. Solid-state drives are definitely a great investment, especially in this fast-paced environment we live in today. From 0 to running in 30 seconds or less, who wouldn't want that? Several of us at the office are running solid-state drives, and we love it. The speed is a welcome relief, and less heat pouring out of our machines is also great. With that said, we're going to give solid-state drives a 5 Purple Dude rating. If any of you are interested in having a solid-state drive installed in your PC or laptop, please give us a call at 888-723-7436, and we'll put you in touch with the Friendly Computers or Computer Renaissance franchise nearest to you. If you need any help or have any questions about your computer, laptop, or any of your gadgets or gizmos, you can send us an email at sweettips@friendlycomputers.com or sweettips@comprehend.com. Well, that's it for this Sweet Tip. Until next time, happy computing.